That actually worked really well. You know, if he had any thought in that mind, he probably would have been like, me. Did they actually kill him? Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. 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 Oh, he's dying for sure. No, Brandon! Don't lose hope on Gris! What do you... Don't give up hope, Brandon. They'll get there in time. Gris will surely make it, they said. You guys. I mean, if I huff enough hopium, more than this psycho crackhead huffed his crack cocaine, I mean, maybe because they're there, they get him help. But that certainly looked like a death scene. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're on your Patreon is of course, so you catch my full live reactions, you want to help fund the channel. The worst part is I quickly let my guard down. Like, every time I thought of Gris, I said, stop bringing him up, he ain't making it. And I said last week, that's probably the character I've enjoyed the most. And the worst part about watching this show is that the characters I'm seemingly gonna like the most have the least amount of plot armor. So most of these characters are superhuman. They got artifacts that do magical mumbo jumbo, and then there's groups of characters who, while still have impressive feats for a normal human, don't have the magical mumbo jumbo to keep them safe. So a character like Gris, who has this very peaceful big brother energy of, don't worry Rudo, I got you, it hurts! And it is a prime first death, because yes, there's been death at the start of the show, but I said it before, the intro parental death is different than the first big I lost a team member death. You know what I mean? Like, think of the beginning of an Attack on Titan and what Eren lost at the beginning of that show versus what he loses very quickly with the Survey Corps, right? Like, it's a very different, like, oh shit, yeah, this is serious. So let's consider two possibilities here. Gris did die here. This will be a very big turning point for Rudo, feeling like he didn't do enough, and hopefully will propel him. Or he survives here, and what that does is it shows him the value of human life, and it makes him really take extra precaution going forward. Either one of those will work. There's just one option that won't piss me off. So do the right thing, Gachiakuta. You sick bastards. Now, with my anger and frustration out of the way, this episode did a lot right. One of the biggest praise I can give is the fact that this show will not be so broken the MC is indestructible without writing him to be an idiot. So his basically fight style for this battle was can't touch this. He used Gris's amulet and brought out its true potential to maximum potential and basically had something that gave him a near perfect defense. Had he had the ability to use that in every fight going forward, the author would either have to make it incredibly stupid of the MC of how he uses it, or he would just have to continuously escalate the power scaling in this world. But by making it a one-time use thing that it disintegrated, and based on how they're revealing it, it seems like because he brought out the true ability, the true strength, it probably degraded that thing a lot quicker than it normally would have, and thus its life expectancy only lasted the battle. It's a really smart thing because, one, it forces the author to do a lot more interesting combos, rather than just saying, oh, this is Rudo's, defense shield, this is his melee sword swing, like, he's gonna have something different every fight. Maybe not always to this level of extreme creativity, but still, it gives him a cool thing for the fight, but it doesn't allow him to remain broken potentially forever, and that's really cool, because the idea of his gloves and the taking the, touching anything and bringing out its full potential is a really broken ability in of itself. So not letting him keep everything is a very smart thing. Obviously, you add in the emotional sting of we don't know if he's making it, and, he really liked that amulet, damn it. And the cool thing, too, is, like, obviously we're not going to be able to do this specific thing again, but the idea of Buddy coming in saying, hey, Rudo, hit me so I get thrown, because the defense, it will push things away naturally. So the idea of I can't move that well by myself, so throw me into him and I'm going to bonk him on the head. Such a cool combo. And because what's really fun if you think about it, both Rudo and him aren't really suited for this. The reason why Buddy had a big death flag 2 episodes ago, I forget, is because he basically said, I'm not used to fighting humans. while sure strong, but when you say I'm not used to fighting humans, yeah, he's naturally not going to be able to go up against the Grim Reaper and be, One Punch Man. And Rudo is a brand new newbie to this world. I generally believe if you would have sent Douchebag McDiddlefingers up against any 4 of the surface people at the end, he probably would have lost. Because he fought against someone who had very little combat experience against humans and someone who was new to the cause. You know damn well he was gonna die if he fought any one of them, even putting him back to full strength. And then, someone with a portal ability, I assume that person's, artifact was, a sewer cover, and, it just allows you to summon portals anywhere. That's my assumption. Either way, basically gave the bear hug of death, snapped in two, and they dipped. Brilliant episode, production fire. I mean, I've been saying it, it's a really good thing this is a 2-core, because there's no way we leave after episode 12 and you make us wait God knows how long. And I think the biggest thing that's going to be nice is, unfortunately, it's not just the anime community, but because that's primarily what I focus on, I'm going to basically dogpile them for it. The anime community has a very low attention span anymore. You could have, I truly mean this, if you aired Demon Slayer for the first time today, it would lose 40% of its viewership when it came back for season 2. That's just how it is anymore. There's just a lack of following something long term, even if it comes out yearly. It's really weird. But yeah, it does help massively when it does have more than 12 episodes to build a bit of a bigger fan base. So if you do add in that quicker turnaround for season 2, it keeps the momentum going a bit better. I don't think there's anything wrong with waiting 2 years for 12 episodes. That's a normal wait for a lot of anime. Unfortunately, the TikTok attention spans these days make it so if you don't constantly jingle the keys saying more, more, more. I mean, maybe it's also because there's just so much being made, you forget about the things. But I mean, yeah, I get it when it's your basic bit shows, but when you have shows that are genuinely interesting and you forget about them, it's always been weird to me. So hopefully, this being a 2-core, hopefully there'll be a decent turnaround for a season 2. We can keep this one going because in terms of creativity, characters, world building, powers, this has the potential to be one of the next big shonens for anime. I think it's very popular manga-wise, but manga popularity doesn't equal anime popularity anymore either. It's really fucking dumb if we're being honest. Great episode, but fuck you guys for giving me hope because I better come up here next week being I don't know why anyone overreacted. He made it. Because right now, this is 2 weeks in a row they've had me convinced. Gris ain't making it. Not cool. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around. Your Patreon is, of course, you catch those full live reactions and other exclusives hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. Alright, so today we got Bill, Waka, Merc, Sebastian Just, Keegan Miller, Renee Brodhoff, Adalassium, Ert Swanson, and we also have Jan Peterson. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.